Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So as you can tell by the title, we're gonna be doing a pregnancy Q&A. So I'm officially halfway through my pregnancy. I'm 20 weeks, and so I was like, you know what, let's just finally do the video. Anyways, honestly, let's just get started with the questions. So I got a bunch of questions right here. Let's see. I'm gonna be picking ones that I want to answer, but I'm just gonna start from the beginning, like when I found out, how did I find out, were we trying, is this baby planned, was this baby planned, and did I want this baby? I feel like this baby was planned. I wanted a second baby, and I talked to my significant other about it. We weren't using protection. We were doing it, you know. I wanted a baby that was born in my birth month because my son is born in his dad's birth month. So I wanted a baby to be born in my birth month, and we got that. So yeah, I would say that this baby was planned. The next question, how did I find out? And like what symptoms did I have? I would say that the first symptom that I did have was that I was super dizzy. Like, I was at work and I would get home. He's playing with his toys, I'm sorry guys. But I would get home and I was just super dizzy. Like, I was dizzy and kind of lightheaded. I wasn't nauseous yet, like I wasn't like throwing up or anything quite yet, but I was like 3 or 4 days late for my period. So that was another sign that was like, okay, let me take a test. A month or two prior, I was also like, I think a day or two late for my period, but I think it was just caused because of stress, because I did take pregnancy tests and they were negative. So I think the main symptoms that I had was just dizziness, and certain smells would throw me off in my missed period. That was the reason why I took a test. Next question would be if I took a test by myself or did I take it with the father of my child. And I took it with the father of my child. He wanted to be there so we could find out together. Speaking of the father of my child, that was a question that you guys asked me. Is it the same dad as my first child, or do I have a different baby daddy? Yes, it is the same father. I do only have one baby daddy, and yeah, the father of both of my children, thankfully. And I wouldn't want it any other way. How was your first trimester, and what were your symptoms like? Oh my gosh, guys, my first trimester was honestly the worst for me. I think like once I hit like 6 or 7 weeks, because I found out super early. I found out when I was 3 weeks pregnant. I was like 3 weeks and a couple days pregnant. Throwing up, I had really bad nausea. I couldn't keep anything down, keep water down. Like nothing was, I don't know, the baby didn't like anything. But yeah, so I was super sick. I was super nauseous. I was throwing up every day. I was throwing up like 5 or 6 times a day. Like literally, it was so bad. And then me throwing up and not being able to have anything in my system was just causing me to feel so weak and so tired and so exhausted that I literally could not get up and do anything, which sucked because I have a toddler that, you know, needs me and wants to do things. But I will say that thankfully when I got pregnant, it is like winter time and like it's still cold outside, so there's not much for us to do but sit in the house anyways, because it was like snowing and stuff. But I did kind of feel bad sometimes when he would have to play by himself, or you know, just entertain himself. And then like on the weekends when his dad was home, I would like sleep all day because, you know, his dad can take care of him, and it was just a mess. Like I genuinely could not do anything for like the first few months, and now I'm almost 6 months pregnant and I'm starting to finally feel like myself again. I do have my days. So long story short, my first trimester was not good for me. I could not get up, I could not leave my bed, I could not leave my house. I could not drive. Like, everything just made me extremely nauseous, which sucked. Are you excited for a second kid? I am. I'm honestly super excited. I can't wait for like my son to have a sibling and have somebody to play with like all the time and have them grow up together. They're only going to be like 3 years apart, so they're going to be close in age. They'll be going to the same schools, you know, so I'm actually really excited for that. Did you want a boy or girl? Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I wanted a girl because I just wanted to have my pair, my boy and girl, and be done. But once I found out it was a boy, I was honestly completely shocked because my symptoms were way different. Well, not super different because I was nauseous with my son, my first son. But I just felt like my body was way different this pregnancy. So I was like convinced it was a girl. So once I seen that at my gender reveal that it was a boy, I was completely shocked. Like, I think I was in denial for like that whole day. Because I just thought it was a girl. I thought it was a girl. But once I wrapped my head around it, I was like, you know what? I'm just a boy mom. And I have everything for a boy. So honestly, it's perfect. Like, it worked out. People have been also asking if I'm going to have another one after this one. And honestly, I keep saying that this is my last one. And I'm like 2 and done. I don't want to have to go through pregnancy again. You know, I just want to be done. But my man keeps saying that he thinks I'm going to change my mind, and we will never know. Another question that I seen was, do we have a name picked out? And no, I do not have a name. Honestly, I have trouble. Like, I'm a super indecisive person to begin with, so I already know that it's going to take me a while. And with my son, my first one, I literally didn't pick the name. His father did, and it was literally the day that we were in the hospital, like the night I gave birth. So I don't know. He's letting me pick the name because he picked the first one, so I'm hoping that I can come up with a name. But honestly, I just don't know. I have like 2 or 3 names that I like, but it's hard. I have to see him to be able to you know, see a name that fits him, I guess you could say. I think that's gonna be the end of today's video. Stay tuned for the content. I will see you guys in the next video. Say bye. See you guys. Peace out.